Here on the sideline after a big win at Scuba, big comeback win in the fourth quarter here with head coach Jack Wright. Jack, that was total team effort, great resilience. There's a word that Marcus Washington's going to use later in the show. What'd you see today?
Just that. I mean, just hard to describe, the effort and the energy that it took all the way throughout the fourth quarter to play. I just remember Coach Smith, Coach Shue, Coach Clarence on defense just rolling guys in and out. It just took everybody. It took the whole team. Our backup quarterback was at Holder. He made a play. Our kicker was great. Our deep snapper, in some tight moments. Our O-line, enough can't be said about that group, but just everybody. I mean, every receiver made play at some point. So it just took the whole group.
4 different receivers caught touchdown passes. The stats are all spread out all over the place. You had some explosive plays. I thought you ran the ball better in the second half than you did the first half. What did y'all do different?
You got to give them credit. Their defensive front's extremely talented. We figured that out early in the game. It was just tough to run the football. We wanted to run the ball more. We wanted to be a little more efficient running the football. But we had to wear them down. They're talented. It's a hot night. Our defense kind of wore down, and we could kind of feel their defense wearing down a little bit. It was just one of those nights. It took a while before the running game was going to start rolling a little bit.
You told me last week you thought this was going to be a good offense by the end of the year. You didn't know what you're going to get. A lot of freshmen around, freshman quarterback.
Yep.
How did you see them perform in this
I
microwave?
couldn't be more pleased. I've been coaching junior college for a long time, and one of the toughest things is getting freshmen, high school kids that played high school last year, not transfers, not guys that redshirted, but getting freshmen to play their first year. We had some guys on offense that did that. Some guys on defense did it, in fairness, but the guy that stands out is Landon. Was a high school football player last year, thrown in this environment week 1. Really not fair for this to be his first game as a quarterback, but I mean, he did incredibly well considering everything.
Defensively, they gave up some yards, but East had a lot of empty trips in the red zone, either with with getting stopped on 4th down, a bunch of turnovers. The regulators just kind of imposed their will when they needed to.
The challenge for Coach Shufelt was not really knowing who their playmakers are because of the lack of scouting and film. So I think his philosophy tonight was just don't give up a ton of big plays. Play a little soft, to be honest with you, and give some run room in the inside because we weren't sure who their go-to people were going to be. If we lock up man or pressure, what are they going to do? We didn't know, and so that takes a lot of discipline to be patient in that situation. And Brett was tonight. Our defense they hung in there tough. Like you said, they moved the field on us pretty good. They got a lot of talent, but we hung tough in the red zone.
And they do a lot of different things, and they do it fast, and that didn't seem to cause y'all any problem tonight, the pace of their offense.
College football, you got to play fast on both sides. All the offenses now are no huddle and trying to snap the ball quick, and so that really kind of changes how you coach defense. You kind of start that on day one. You get used to that, just from alignment, and this is what you got to do. Things are not going to come easy. The offense is not going to wait on you to line up, so that we're kind of used to it. That's how we practice. So I think that paid off.
You're down by a touchdown in the fourth quarter, about midway through the fourth quarter, and your defense has got to come through for you, and they did it twice. That's correct. When the chips are down.
When the chips were down, they did it twice, and they gave up some yards. We're playing without 2 or 3 of our best players tonight. We had some key injuries, and we had some guys that stayed home, but the guys that were out there just played their hearts out versus a really, really good team.
Well, we need to mention special teams too, because it might not have always been pretty, but a huge play was that 4th down conversion with a little bobbled snap that your backup quarterback managed to run for a first down.
Peyton can really run. He's a great athlete. We see it every day in practice. And he's a very capable quarterback. He's going to have his opportunity this year at some point to show everybody what he can do. But he did. He made a play. The pressure on the punt. I'm not sure. If it was. I kind of lost track of how it was blocked or whatever. But I know the pressure affected the kick, and so that was big to get that recovery. And then we punched it in there to go ahead, and that was the end of it.
What does it mean to beat East Mississippi? They're always kind of a lot of times they're kind of the standard in this league, and you came up here and beat them on their home field.
There's a few teams that are always really good. East is obviously the headliner. It's an important win. It's a big win. It gives our kids confidence, but Don, it's one win. We have a long season, and these kids can't now have a letdown and think that we've made it or we can't continue to improve. And so that's the challenge for them and for us as coaches is to continue to push and get better, because there's going to be when we watch film tomorrow, there's going to be plenty of things that we wish we had done different. And we've got to come in and fix those because our schedule is going to be tough.
And last year, y'all beat them up here week 4, and then they got you in the playoffs. So this isn't, over by any means.
That's right. That's right. It's not over. Not over.
Well, congratulations. It
Thank
doesn't get any better than even with a later start than normal. That ride back.
I didn't even think about it after kickoff.
That's
You're
right.
just trying to win the game. So, yep.
Congratulations, Jack.
Thank you.
Here on the sideline with Picayune's Ryan Pascal after a huge win up here at Scuba. Ryan, how does it feel to walk out of here with a dub?
Man, it's awesome. We come in here, everything against us. They're the number 2 team in the nation. We come in and be able to run the ball like we wanted to, run it right down their throats, especially at the end of the game, and be able to put it in for the game-winning drive.
You're down by a touchdown late, and this was a total team effort. Defense got you the ball back, and special teams got you the ball back. What were y'all trying to do on those last couple scoring drives?
Oh man, we were really shooting ourselves in the foot at the beginning. I mean, penalty after penalty. We fumbled with 3 and outs. We had a couple bad drives. Defense kept us in there, like you said, and we were able to get down there and got that big punt block right there, put us right there in position. We put it in and able to run the clock out.
I don't know that y'all ran the ball as well as you wanted to in the first half. What changed in the second half?
Man, we really just had to lock in and get down to what we needed to do, especially with the penalties. We cut down on the false starts and everything. We have 2 freshman guys on the left side, and they're trying to get those jitters out. And once we got that cut out, we were easy to get the ball right down the middle.
You guys stand on the sideline and watch the regulators. East had some empty trips in the red zone. They had a bunch of turnovers. What did you see out of your guys in the D?
Defense, I mean, they played their butts off. I mean, we do it. We go against them every day in practice. We know what it's like. We hit them all day. I mean, it's got a guy down like Al on the defensive line, and then Keyshawn Thomas, he's down too. So, I mean, big guys that we need to get back in there, but to come out of here with a win, it's awesome.
Offensive line, how did y'all kind of gel as the night went on?
Man, kind of just talked to each other, kept our heads in it. I mean, we really couldn't just get down on ourselves. We started to lose the momentum. We found it, got back right in again.
And you had to show some depth too
Yes,
when Trotter went out.
Trotter went down, and we had to get our other guy from Laurel come in there. I mean, he played his butt off tonight. He did a great job.
Leaving Scuba with a W, it always feels good.
Nothing better than that, right?
Congratulations, Ryan.
Thank you, sir.
Here on the sideline with the Iberville's Marcus Washington, double-digit tackle day for Marcus. You come up to Scuba and beat the number 2 team in the country. What does that feel like?
It's a great accomplishment, especially since they beat us last year. The main key was to just play our role and trust the offense.
Y'all, they were able to move the ball some, but they came up empty several times in the red zone. How did y'all kind of get clamped down in that end?
It's really about making them tired, make them earn their touchdowns, long drives, and really just bowing up in the red zone.
They throw a lot of stuff at you. You haven't seen any film of this year's team. How did y'all get ready to face that and fight tonight?
We really just watched film on last year, really based that they would run the same stuff or similar stuff, and just played and just read the quarterback, see where he would want to throw the ball, make him look a different direction, and tuck and run.
You guys go down by a touchdown in the fourth quarter, and you guys have to make some stops. Offense has to put points on the board. This was a total team effort, wasn't it, tonight?
Yes, sir, it was.
What'd you see from the offense?
Resilience. They fought the whole time. We had a lot of cramping going on, but we fought through and got the win.
I think y'all showed your depth tonight. A lot of guys had to step up and play, and y'all were able to rotate guys in and out.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, congratulations, Marcus. Great job.
Thank you.